welcome everyone from C-Rod Sports. We are bringing you the CONCACAF Nations League final. Well, I can say that it's a really disappointing entrance. It is what it is. But Las Vegas has become a city of champions this past year. The Las Vegas Aces from the WNBA won the WNBA finals. And just recently, which happened this week, the Vegas Golden Knights from the NHL won the Stanley Cup. So they've become a city of champions, and today they'll reign another champion in CONCACAF, in the Nations League, and what seems to be the newest rivalry and the newest top two teams in CONCACAF. That's if you count out Mexico already for their poor performances. Though they got third place, it wasn't such a sweet performance, and take it from a Mexican fan himself. The United States, of course, with two key missing players, Weston McKennie and Sergino Dest, won't be available today due to red cards picked up in the semifinal match against Mexico. That does affect the United States in some sense, not having your productive players while Canada is fully healthy. Of course, in to replace them is Brandon Aronson and Joe Scally. And it seems to be this type of an exciting match. Everyone has been waiting for a final. I guess this is just how we're supposed to live now, watching USA and Canada in finals. Maybe Mexico is too old school now. And we are about to begin. The United States after the Gold Cup, and in a near empty Allegiant Stadium, the countdown begins, and the CONCACAF Nations League final is now underway. The Canadian national team against the United States of America national team. Canada is given the home team. The United States is playing at home. It's quite a poor entrance, and I can tell you that some Mexico fans that stayed from the previous match have helped a lot in the entrance. But I am telling you, the stadium is near empty for a final. It's a final, and the United States is playing in the United States and cannot even fill up a stadium in their own country. That's gotta be disappointing. Again, U.S. soccer is still trying to grow, but man, that really is really disappointing, watching a stadium be empty for the United States in the U.S., which makes, I don't know, I made an argument earlier today on Twitter about Mexico fans either boycotting due to their poor performances or CONCACAF not selling them the tickets so the final could be packed. Well, they did in fact boycott. CONCACAF probably thought they'll get their money's worth in a third place match of Mexico against Panama. It was not even 20%. It was probably 15% of capacity. Poor, and it's good for Mexico fans to boycott, and I think that's a strong message sent not just to CONCACAF but to Mexico, just Mexico, to realize and wake up. For CONCACAF, it just remains that Mexico is the biggest team, the giants of CONCACAF fan base, just fan base. Because in the fans, Mexico beats every single CONCACAF team. The United States, they're just slowly trying to move the ball upfield with Joe Scally. And Scally retreats and goes back to Walker Zimmerman. And now, nearly taking the ball away, a foul called here on Yunus Musa against Canada. The United States come out in their white kits and blue shorts with white socks, and the Canadian team comes all black. It's a nice get when you go all black. They could have gone red. There is a bunch of sea of red, and you may think it's both ways, but there are about a lot of Canadian fans in the stadium. Canada beat Panama 2-0 as here goes Gio Reyna trying to play ahead towards Timothy Weah. It's going to fall to Reyna inside the 18. Reyna tries to get a shot. It's deflected. And then the goalkeeper here, Borjan, gets his hands to it to make the save 3 minutes into the game. And the first shot taken by the United States, Gio Reyna. Key player. He was really key last game. As Borjan goes forward, John Herdman. What a job has he done with the Canadian national team as they try to make a push forward. And here's Eustachio. Eustachio finds Davies, and Davies will face and go inside. Here's a chance for Canada. It is just poked away by the United States. There defensively was Scally. And a throw in for the Canadians. It is an even matchup due to the red cards that the United States accumulated in the semifinal match. Davies cutting it back. Gets a pass off, was deflected out into a throw-in for Canada. And Alphonso Davies, that superstar that Canada has formed out. Debuted at 16 years of age with the Vancouver Whitecaps. Scored his first goal at 18. I believe he debuted at 15. Signing at 18 years old with Bayern Munich. As Eustachio hands it off with his chest to Davies, who takes a cross. It was blocked by Scally. It goes back to Davies. Davies looking to go back and sending a cross. Eustachio running along him, and Davies had to play it back. Eustachio on the ball. Eustachio tries to send this one inside, and it just cleared out into a corner kick by number 4, Richards. Chris Richards. The Canadian national team just moving the ball nicely in the United States half. There are some certain feelings by Canadian fans, and me feeling myself. I feel Canada has a chance of winning this match. As Eustachio sends another cross, Richards clears out. Canada may get back on possession, but Musa played it up front. They turn it over right away, and Canada, just to reset and get everyone back in position, they play back with Milan Borjan. Tries to send a long ball, and Scally heads it back to Turner. Picks it up with 2 arms and slings it to the near side with Anthony Robinson. Now it goes with Gio Reyna, and Reyna, under pressure, had to lay it off for Robinson before Eustachio making a challenge and poking that ball out of bounds into a throw-in for the United States. And the referee just stopping the match to discuss with number 7 from Canada, Eustachio. And Zimmerman goes out wide with Scally. Here's Yunus Musa, and Musa trying to play it ahead. Eustachio makes the interception, just turns it over right away. Musa gives it away to Davies, and Davies tries to play it up ahead. But Larea couldn't control it. Laren, excuse me. And now Timothy Weah bodies off his way from a few Canadian defenders, leaves 2 behind. Here goes Weah, sending this cross. It is knocked out of bounds into a first United States corner kick of the match. The reigning champions of the CONCACAF Nations League will get a shot from the corner kick. Another Nations League champion was crowned earlier today, and Spain defeated Croatia in penalties. Man, so disappointing. I was rooting for Croatia. I really wanted them to win. Didn't go their way in penalty shootout. They got lucky though. Spain missed a 5th penalty that could have clinched it right there before their keeper making a save in the 6th round, and then Carvajal winning it in the 6th round. Here's a good cross, and Scally is looking for the header, but the ball goes all the way across. But it's picked up by Scally again, who sends a nice ball forward, and it's just clipped forward. And Johnston just sends it as far as Zimmerman, who takes it off the volley and just hits it out wide. It was a good shot by Walker Zimmerman, who really attempted that from just outside the 18. Oh, it's a nice volley. Oh, could have scored one of the best goals in this Nations League. Panama were robbed of a, well, not really robbed, there was a clear offside, but they were robbed from the goal of the tournament earlier today against Mexico in the third place match. 2 goals disallowed for Panama. Oh, that's a nice move there. And here goes Canada up ahead. This is a chance to take the lead, and the first shot was by Laren, and it goes straight into the hands of Turner. The great individual effort there by Kone nearly works out for a Canada goal. Now we go out wide as they try to push forward with Larea. And all the way back, United States with Richards. Walker. Zimmerman from Nashville, former LAFC player. As you can tell, LAFC fans by the backdrops. Christian Pulisic loses it in the middle of the field. Laren tries to go ahead. They kind of retreat. Here goes Kone with Larea. And Larea slowing it down. Goes into Kone. And it goes to Stalkio. Now back to Larea, who tries to do the individual effort on Anthony Robinson. And Anthony Robinson pokes that one out. Throwing for Canada. And here's Johnston to take this throw in for Canada. Here's a pass. Goes towards Johnston. Johnston couldn't get a good pass off. And now we're off to the races with Musa. Now Balogun. Trying to make an individual effort. And hits it out of a Canadian player into a throw-in. BJ Callaghan will be coaching Gold Cup and could possibly win a trophy here. Greg Berhalter will return in September. Was fired before being rehired again by the United States. And Scally, that's a nice ball, looking for Christian Pulisic. And Pulisic just kind of slowed down by Johnson, who did a great effort and a great job to slow him down. And here goes Weah, sending a ball over, falls to Balogun, and the ball still loose inside the 18. And Canada was able to at least clear it out. Now Davies comes the other way, keeps the ball in play before hitting it out of play on his own efforts. But Canada was close from US was close. But the great play, Pulisic laying it off for Timothy Weah and sending a good ball into the middle where Balogun got there. And now the ball is just poking to the direction of US, and it goes into Balogun. Balogun inside the 18, turns and turns again, sends a cross before it's cleared out by Canada. It's Kamal Miller into a corner kick for the US. Balogun, a great effort there, turning his defender twice in that series. It was Scott Kennedy who got caught up on Balogun's individual's effort. Did a great job there. And here's Gio Reyna to take a corner kick. And Reyna sends a nice outswinger. Here's a hitter. It's a goal! And the United States takes the lead. 12 minutes into the match. And the U.S. takes the lead over Canada. It was Chris Richards who got to the header and hits it home. The U.S. takes the lead in the CONCACAF Nations League final. A great effort. The first corner kick just looked really good for the U.S. No one got there. And the second corner kick by Reyna was another nice outswinger. And Richards got his head. And the U.S. takes the lead over Canada, 1-0 at Allegiant Stadium in Vegas. In their quest to repeat as champions in this tournament. Richards, injured before the World Cup, goes out here in the finals. That was a good goal by Richards. And 12 minutes. And the U.S. takes the lead here over the Canadians. Which lately, these two national teams have been the best. A 1-1 draw in the U.S. in the World Cup qualifiers before, and then a 2-0 victory at Canada for Canada. Now they go long, looking for Larin. Larin is trying to turn, trying to find Eustachio, who sends a nice ball over to Larea, and then just takes a strong touch off the ball and hits it out into a goal kick. Dream start for the U.S. They were the first team to draw blood here. Anthony Robinson. Back to Richards. I think that's how dangerous this U.S. team. They can kill you anyway in form. The way Alphonso Davies the Timothy Weah, Christian Pulisic can play, and then set pieces are really key as well. It's nice to see this U.S. team really show why soccer or football, however you want to call it, can be a big sport here in the States. As Zimmerman goes all the way back. Turner, Arsenal goalkeeper, sending it long. Gio Reyna laying it off for Christian Pulisic. Near side Christian goes back into Anthony Robinson. And short near with Musa. We try to play towards Gio Reyna, who got there. Here's a late challenge from Scott Kennedy, and a yellow card coming out of the pockets of the referee. And you would think he was gonna get there, but he was just late. So Scott Kennedy, 15 minutes into this final, he is the first man in the books. And Reyna, that's a nice chip, looking for the speed of Balogun, who's gonna body his way into Johnston and gets called for a foul. Goal really affected Canada. They had such a great start to the game. I guess I lost my pen. Here's Kennedy. Eustachio. He goes out wide towards Miller. And Miller flipping one ball forward, and then Osorio couldn't keep it. Here's Zimmerman going back towards Turner, who nearly turns it over there. The man getting on the ball was Jonathan David with his head before the U.S. cleared out into a Canada throw-in. Alphonso Davies is the man that Canada needs in this match. Larin towards Davies, and Davies trying to get a pass off, couldn't do so. U.S. has done a great job of slowing him down. And Davies is fouled here by Brendan Aronson. Philadelphia Union player. Great little brother Paxson out of Philadelphia as well. Lost MLS Cup. He is now in Dortmund. But Brendan was always a player with the broad spotlight. As Eustachio. And short Kone. How wide they go. Here's Davies on the 1v1. Davies trying to flip one into the middle, but he just ended up hitting it over the bar. It's a good chance for Canada. Just thrown away by Davies. This seems more like a friendly match because of the stadium and how it's not even full. There's no big atmosphere here. Doesn't really feel like a final. I feel that's how it feels in the stadium. Wea to set in the way. Careful here. Balogun putting pressure on Miller, who was able to hit that back into his own goalkeeper. Pulisic putting pressure here. Johnston. Here's Borjan. Here's Kone. Kone sending one forward and looking for the legs of Larea, who might get there. But Robinson really protected the ball. And here comes a goal kick for the U.S. Attempt by Kone. It's a good pass. Larea nearly got there. Walker Zimmerman in short with Scally. Davies gets there to put pressure and knocks the ball out into a throw-in. And here's David. And David trying to scoop one inside for Davies. And Scally cuts it off nicely and clears it out into another Canada throw-in. And Miller takes his throw-in. Johnston. Eustachio. Back to Johnston. This Canada team, I'll tell you, back in 2019, they were so relevant. They really had no good players. But man, 2020, 2021, the wake-up calls here. This Canadian team just erupted and started playing so well. And became, in my opinion, for now, I'm a Mexican fan, and I know the disappointments and the low level Mexico is playing in this sport. And Canada has just probably become the second best team in the CONCACAF nation, you know. It's in the zone. USA is the first, and Canada is second. Canada topped the qualifiers to Qatar in CONCACAF. They were first place. Musa gets charged from behind by Eustachio. Foul call by the referee as Musa is just slow to get up. And the foul there. Here's Scally. Back to Walker Zimmerman, and Zimmerman back to Turner. Turner sending it long. 21 minutes. U.S. leading this game with a Chris Richards goal in the 12th minute. Osorio battling this one, and here's Miller sending it long. Headed by Zimmerman, and it goes back to Canada. Here's Osorio. Osorio going back to Kennedy. He is on a yellow. Johnston. In short with Eustachio, and Eustachio finds Laren, and Laren sends a nice ball forward to Larea. It's cut off by Robinson, and then the touch by David was too strong, and it goes out of bounds. Mexican-Honduras playing next Sunday. Interesting to see if Mexican fans will show up or not. Careful here, Kennedy under pressure. He's able to head the ball out. And then Johnson's attempt to clear it out. It hits off Pulisic into a goal kick. "22 minutes. Borjan. Out wide he goes. Canada trying to push forward with Osorio. He's another key player. Nice ball ahead. Finds Larea. Johnston's pass is just off mark. But Reyna's reaction wasn't great as well. He just hits it first touch, and it went back to the goalkeeper. Miller in short with Kone. Back out to Miller. And Miller looking up. Trying to switch play. Looking for David, but Turner is going to come out. Canada's not playing bad. They're actually doing a great job so far. Foul against Canada. And they go all the way back. This is Matt Turner. He goes forward. Headed up there. And Musa's first to react and gets the ball middle of the field before being brought down. Referee was right in front of the play. He says nothing. So Musa is going to get up. Oh, he's falling on himself. And now referee stops play. Now we're back into this throw-in. I guess you can say this Canada-USA has become a strong rivalry now with Canada's good level. And their good level has helped them. Kone. To play it in short as Johnson has it. And here goes David into Larea. Larea trying to send across. It was just rolling down the byline and it goes out. Into a goal kick. But Canada's good level of football has made this into a rivalry. You don't see the United States and Canada interchange, you know, in like country in a sports level, you know, like you don't see those great matchups unless it's hockey. And hockey is a sport, it's Canada's sport. And I guess hockey matches, US, Canada, US is good at hockey as well. It's like the only good rivalry between these two. And now, oh, careful here. Zimmerman just falls on top of Laren, and Zimmerman trying to make a case that Laren just, the man that caused Zimmerman to fall on top of him. And it's just a brief conversation between the ref and Zimmerman. And now football, soccer, whatever you call it, can be this new good rivalry between these two. And the one that CONCACAF may expect to see quite often now, either in semifinals, finals, or if the US or Mexico don't make the final, you expect Canada to be in the final. This is a final. So the winner gets the CONCACAF Nations League trophy. U.S. are the reigning champions. They defeated Mexico 2 years ago on June 6th. And one of the epic battles between those two. Mexico was leading 2-1 with 10 minutes to go before Weston McKennie tied it up and Christian Pulisic scoring from the spot. Ethan Horvath, the backup goalkeeper, actually saved the penalty in the last 120th minute against Andres Guardado. And here's Musa, who's trying to turn for getting fouled here. Giovanni Reyna. Sends a ball back into the middle. Scally first to react. Now Zimmerman leaves it towards Balogun, who heels, hits it over. And a goal kick here. Balogun is down, holding on to his head. But Balogun just had a nice chance. Scally heading this one. Zimmerman too. Balogun was actually onside. And man, he had that chance. so close from a second, and he is still down. As the U.S. medical staff goes into the pitch to check on Folarin Balogun. They're close. So now the game's still delayed. Balogun is still down. Zimmerman talking to Callaghan. Pepe warming up just in case. And here's some medical assistance. 28 minutes. Balogun is, I don't know, man. He doesn't look that good. Of course, there is a concussion protocols, but Balogun had his eyes closed for a long period of time. I don't know if he would pass the test. See if he can return. Slowly walking. Balogun might be just dizzy. So they still gotta do more testing on Balogun. And here's Eustáquio sending one forward, looking for Davies, who hits that with his head and just couldn't turn the corner. Here's again the replay. Balogun offside there. He's onside here. And then just takes the head of Eustáquio to his back and now returns to the game, just holding on to that left side of his head. 30 minutes and Matt Turner telling everyone to go forward. And Turner sends one far. Eustáquio first to hit that one. And then Ladea's efforts to put it back up is not successful. He gets the ball. Ladea under pressure, may be able to get past a few players. This ball goes out into a U.S. throw-in. And Reyna hits one forward. Kennedy heads it away. Musa finds Weah. Now the foul going against the United States. Osorio was the man fouled. 31 minutes in this CONCACAF Nations League final. The U.S. is leading 1-0. Johnston turns it over. Christian Pulisic is there. Under pressure, Gio Reyna now. And Johnston gets off the pressure, and before Davies turns it over, it goes to Pulisic. Pulisic has three players nearing up on him, and his cross is going to be cleared out by Davies out into a corner kick, I believe so. Last corner kick ended up in the back of the net, so they hope to find the same results here. And everyone taking videos. Gio Reyna in short with Christian. Christian cuts it back once, tries to do it twice, sends the cross back post. It wasn't great. And Miller first to get there, under pressure by Richards. And Canada tried to exit out. And David with the foul. He was gonna go all by himself if no foul was called. And Scally was the man fouled. Gio Reyna send another good cross. He sends another nice ball. Zimmerman gets his head in the way, and Brandon Aronson as well, but Aronson just hits it out of play. Goal kick here for Canada. Borjan. Canadian goalkeeper. They lost by a goal to Belgium. Oh, careful here. Borjan under pressure was able to make a nice move to fool Balogun, and he saw him from the corner of his eyes. And quick reflexes there from the goalkeeper, and then Laren brings that ball down with his hand. Borjan was under pressure, nearly got that thing taken away in the final. Playing with fire. Here goes Turner. He does not want to play with fire, so he goes long. Again, the start from Canada was great as Gio Reyna makes a push forward. Here goes Reyna. Inside towards Balogun! In the U.S. doubles the lead. 34 minutes into the match. And Balogun scores first goal with the United States. Well, who could have thought that it was just going to come in his second game? And Balogun gives the U.S. their second goal of the game. It was announced not too long ago to play for the U.S. beat Kennedy. Clearly ran behind Kennedy's back. Kennedy was not even aware, and then just hit that with his right foot, and the U.S. are leading by 2 in their quest to repeat as champions of CONCACAF. He is onside, I believe. Reyna. That's a nice ball forward for Balogun. And a new start forward. Gets a goal for Canada, and here they go forward. Eustachio trying to go out wide and just cut off by Scally. Before that goal, I was gonna say that Canada actually started the game so well, but that goal in the 12th minute just killed their momentum. Since then, we haven't seen Canada push forward, and they try to do so right now. Out wide they go. Larea just slowing down his run. Under pressure, still Larea. And it's still him. And now here's the cross, headed away by Zimmerman. Canada gets back on it. Here's Eustachio's shot, and it's saved by Turner. Eustachio had such a great effort to just keep that ball with him and take the shot. It was a good shot too. And Turner gets there before the ball bounces. Kennedy careful here. And Borjan. Goes up ahead. Looking for Davies. It was headed by Robinson. Throw in here for Canada. This ball is hit forward. Oh, Kennedy nearly gets himself in another trouble situation. He had to play it back to Borjan. And Canada's Kennedy. He has been so nervy this game. Seven days of training for Balogun with the United States, and scores a goal in his second start. And here goes USA again, trying to make a push up forward, but Timothy Weah just got tangled up with his own legs and couldn't go on the counter. And Turner with a long ball. Again, Kennedy just not reading it well. And here goes Borjan. In between the lines to Kone. Back to Kennedy. "37 minutes. And Kone goes forward. Out wide towards Miller. Miller towards Osorio. Osorio trying to run, and he finds Larea. Larea takes a shot. Save by Turner. Back ahead into the middle and cleared out by the U.S. And Canada now slowly but surely putting some pressure on the U.S. goal. And Osorio finds Eustachio. Eustachio just gives it away. Now the U.S. comes the other way. Tries to go on the counter. Here's the through ball looking for Weah. It's just a bit too far. And Kennedy gets there first and goes back to Borjan. Johnston trying to switch it. The ball goes straight to Matt Turner. Backup goalkeeper in Arsenal. Musa under pressure. Has to play it back to Aronson. Robinson. This pass is just knocked out into a U.S. throw-in. It's a nice save by Turner again. And now, they go again. Here goes Mulligan, trying to cut it back to his right foot, but couldn't get it to fall to it. Johnson poked that one out. Here goes Canada the other way with Eustachio. Eustachio trying to flip this one forward. And now Canada may come the other way with Jonathan David leading the attack. Has options to a left. And here goes David. David wants to take it himself. Tries to go inside for Laren, and there goes the attack for Canada. "40 minutes. He had Larea running to his left. Try to go with the through ball inside. As Canada still asking questions. Matt Turner goes forward. There's a header. Larea. It's a nice turn. Still Larea. Trying to find David, and here goes David. Out towards Larea. Larea has Laren, and Laren tries to go towards Larea. Trying to cut it back to his right foot. And then lost it. And now Reyna the other way. Well, look at Reyna get through two defenders, and now Osorio now. Mulligan goes down with Kennedy, and now Timothy Weah running the far side. Finds Christian Pulisic. Pulisic brought down, and a foul by Eustachio. And a free kick here for the United States. The U.S. in attack. So dangerous. And Reyna against Osorio, and Eustachio just got away from them. Made it look so easy. Conversation here between Zimmerman, Reyna, and Pulisic, and they might try to do the same play that they've been trying to accomplish here. A chip far post, looking for Zimmerman's head to put it back into the middle and find any U.S. player. Here goes Christian, unless Christian wants to take a shot. Chelsea player, former Borussia Dortmund player. Wonder kid, the wonder boy. Well, many have called him Mexico's father. Here goes Christian. No, he plays short. Here's Weah! Save by Borjan. Pulisic, nice touch. Nice shot by Weah. Near goal by Timothy. Borean was aware. There's another corner kick. And Reyna to take it. And Reyna in swinger. Another header. This time was by Scally. It was a U.S. player down. It was Balogun. Game has stopped so far. Just in case of a review, VAR is reviewing a possible penalty right now. And off we go again. Borean tries to send this one long, looking for Laren. It falls into Davies. He has to wake up and get in the game. Here's Davies. A good pass, just David couldn't. He wasn't aware of his surroundings and didn't catch Aronson running behind. Here goes Matt. And Turner sending one forward. Kennedy nearly hits this one into an own goal. But Borean was able to get on it. Again, Kennedy has been so nervy in this game. I mean, nearly puts Borean in a really tough situation. "44 minutes, about to hit 45. It's been such a clean match. U.S. with 2 goals. Richards, careful, Anthony Robinson. Hard touches here. And another foul. Johnson is down, hurt. Gio Reyna and Johnson are both down. Reyna is really in pain. Let's see what happens here. Trying to see what's going on, but Reyna is still down. And he's still in pain every time they move his ankle. He is really hurting. Johnson is back up on his feet. The replay that I saw was not clear and obvious to see what happened, but Reyna's right ankle it's what's bothering him. I don't know how U.S. fans feel, but Callahan has done a great job so far. Reyna on his feet but struggling to walk. He is having a hard time. U.S. may need to finish this half with 10 men and just check Reyna at the half. That's the advantage. The halftime is here, but man, he is in serious pain, can barely walk. That's not a good sign for the U.S. Reyna will go back in the game. There's Laia and Pulisic. Anthony Robinson throwing here for the U.S. Here's the long ball forward. Musa puts it back in the middle before cleared out by Kone. And Zimmerman just hits that anywhere he could find its space. And here goes Davies. And Davies is quick. And here's his pass. It was deflected out into a corner kick. Last opportunity of the half. for Canada. Eustachio gets the ball. I suggest to send a cross, not play it short. Eustachio. This corner kick. Has to send an in-swing and the ball falls in the 18. And nearly fouled the Canadian player, but it was cleared out, and Pulisic keeps it in play. And Pulisic now in Larea. Pulisic is going all by himself. And then, whoa, I don't know. Yellow card here for Larea. He was holding on to Pulisic. And then I believe Pulisic after. No, it was actually Larea who gets Christian off balance. So 3 minutes of stoppage have been fulfilled. And a last chance will go to the U.S. Christian to take this. Referee just discussing. He may see Borean just a bit too far. And Christian sends a cross looking for Scully. The ball falls inside and cleared out by Canada. It's still alive for any U.S. attack. Oh, it's just all crazy. And the referee calling a foul against the U.S. and now ends the first half as the U.S. is leading Canada 2-0 here in the Nations League final. Canada had such a great start before the U.S. just completely took over. It happens in all sports. U.S. got ahead, and they have not taken their foot off the gas pedal. They still have 45 more minutes to repeat in the Nations League. We'll return for the second half. We are back for the second half of this match between the United States and Canada. There is a substitution from what I've heard of. Gio Reyna is not going to continue due to the injury picked up at the end of the first half. That is a big loss for the United States. The second half is underway. Can Canada pull off one of the biggest comebacks in a CONCACAF final and win their first silverware in 23 years? We'll find out. The man coming in, De La Torre, as Canada has been trying to push forward. De La Torre came in. Had to get that down. He is number 14. And here's a long ball forward. Looking for Davis. Scally just got his head to it. And here we go. Canada trying to move forward. Larea, now Davies. Davies, that's a nice turn. Davies trying to go inside. Davies, here's a nice ball. And Walker Zimmerman with the tackle, it was able to cut it off. Now the States come the other way. Larea gets pushed from behind and a foul here. Balogun got his body on Larea. Just to slow down everything and prevent Larea to just go forward quick. Here's a big chance. Jonathan David leaves it off towards Osorio. Osorio out wide to Johnson. Johnson in here towards Miller. Canada still with the ball. It's Kane. And Kane tries to take one. Oh, Turner leaves a rebound here, but luckily gets back on the ball. U.S. 2-goal lead here over Canada. Trying to repeat as CONCACAF Nations League champions. Turner spotted someone, sent it nicely. Weah was able to deflect the pass. And here's Larea. Kept it in play for them. Throw in for Canada. So some players and fans asked for a handball. Zimmerman goes all the way back towards Turner, and Turner, he never wants to get into any kind of chaos, so he goes forward. A header by Miller, brought down here by Anthony Robinson, and Robinson was able to turn. Turning and finds Pulisic. Inshore with Musa, and Musa running forward, finds Weah near side. Timothy Weah cutting it back, left-footed, goes back to Scally. Scally inshore with Musa. Musa gets it here, but the ball did go out of bounds, so he throw it for Canada. This is the second time that Allegiant Stadium in Vegas is hosting a final. They hosted the 2021 Gold Cup final, in which the United States came out victorious with a Miles Robinson goal and extra time to defeat Mexico. Davies under pressure. This one's knocked out of bounds into another Canada throw-in. There is quite a few. In fact, there may be probably half Mexican fans that stayed from the previous match just to watch the final, just to enjoy 90 extra minutes of this beautiful sport. Who wouldn't? The tickets that were sold was the doubleheader. You get the pass to go watch the Mexico game, and now this one, and Gio Reyna. That is really concerning with the Gold Cup next week. I believe he's not going, but man, that's concerning. Right when he was turning up and he was having one of his best moments with the U.S., he gets injured. And though they needed more Reyna in the World Cup, long ball, Miller's going to let this one roll out into a throw-in, and he's going to play it all the way back into Borjan. And Borjan, right-footed, breaks it down, placing it in short with Kennedy. And Kennedy, not a great first half for that defender. So many nervy moments he'll like to forget. And Kennedy. Foul here against Canada. The man foul was Musa. If Canada wants to get something going, it best be right now. Getting a goal right now. Zimmerman. Up forward. Here's Balogun. No, many fans were surprised that Vegas was not even picked out to be one of the World Cup host cities. It is quite a beautiful stadium, a beautiful city. You expect coming to the U.S. and knowing this stadium was opening, one of the host cities will be Las Vegas. It was not. But you know, those fans coming back in 2026, they're all going to hit Vegas. Without a doubt. Can't wait for that World Cup. Johnson playing it forward, knocked out by Zimmerman. It just falls for Canada here, but they turn it over right away. Here goes Musa trying to lead the attack, and he goes forward, has Timothy Weah running ahead, and Kennedy's going to cut it off and play it back with Borjan. Aside from his nervy moments, Kennedy was really good at cutting off passes and not letting Timothy Weah nor Balogun get in front of him in long passes. And short passes, that was a different story. Balogun beat him once, and it came to hurt him in the second goal. Here goes Davies trying to cut it inside. Davies finds an inside pass towards Jonathan David, who's not been on his A game. Eustachio. This is Larea. Larea opening out to Johnson. Heads it in the way of Jonathan David and just lets that one go out. Throwing for the States. There's discussions there on the bench. Careful, Eustachio gets it. Eustachio out wide towards Davies. Davies trying to go inside. It's Davies! And he hits it over. He tried to hit it with a lot of power with his left foot. Just couldn't get it towards goal. Long ball played forward. Weah trying to get his head in there. Balogun was able to get this nice pass and a good cutoff by Miller. And then just hits this one back into his own 18-yard box before Kone was able to head it out. Balogun first to react to it. Balogun opening it wide. The U.S. looking for a third. It falls to Balogun. There's a deflection and it goes wide. Into a corner kick. And Balogun again. A nice strike. And a corner kick here for the States. Christian to take it. Here we go. Big chance. And Christian goes with an in-swinger. Headed out. And here's the volley off Balogun. Hits off of Kone's chest. And Kone under pressure just gets this pass off to Osorio. And now clearing it out is Canada. Headed up by Aronson. It falls towards Weah. Play on, says the referee. De La Torre has it. De La Torre with space. Opening it wide. Here's a chance for the United States. Here's a shot deflected. It was Christian Pulisic. And Johnson blocks this one. Corner kick. The U.S. Good efforts here. And Christian with a chance. Pulisic It's a careful, it's a dangerous ball. It was cleared up in the air. That's a header! And Borean was able to get his hand to it. It hits off the crossbar, and Richards nearly with a second. No one was alert to it, more alert than Richards. It just hits off the crossbar. Pulisic to take another corner kick. Christian, here's the cross, and Richards puts it back inside, and this one, it's blocked off the line. It's still alive inside the 18, and Robinson's header. It's saved by the goalkeeper, Borean. And now a long ball forward. Davis is looking for it before charging Musa. And Turner plays on. Here goes Robinson. The crowd gets in the game. Balogun with a nice turn. Now Balogun up ahead. He was brought down. Referee says, throw in. De La Torre towards Pulisic. Pulisic gonna run inside. Has three players just looking at him. Here's Robinson. Goes way back to Richards, and Richards in short with Zimmerman. Center circle. Now this is Richards. Richard just clipping one forward. It just goes out of bounds, and we'll see a replay soon. This ball just fell loose inside. Balogun took a shot, had Borean beat before Kennedy saved it off the line. He was just right there, right spot, right time to block it. De La Torre now pushing forward. Got his pocket picked by Davies, and now we go the other way. Laren ain't sure with those Sorio towards Johnson. Canada's passing game has been so off. They've not been able to get good passes nor good control. U.S. closely just making this game so entertaining. Davies on Scally. United States defending well. Canada so lost. 57 minutes. A goal can change everything. Here's a chance for David, and his shot is over the bar. Well, that's what you have to try at least if nothing is working. Jonathan David. Wow, what a chance right there. It was just saved off the line. .57 minutes. Turner goes long. This one's headed up in the air. And Scally keeps it with him. It falls to Davies. Davies inside the 18, sending across. Musa cleans it up and hits it out into a corner kick. Calls first post. Now another chance here. Eustachio. Just send this one in. Looking for a good chance. Referee telling Osorio to be careful. Turner's probably going to try to draw the foul here. We'll see. Eustachio, though, his corner kick. Here's the cross by Eustachio, and it's going to go nowhere. Well, goal kick here. Turner. Triple substitution here. And here's Weah leaving it off, and the United States losing it again. And here goes Canada. Kane finds the speed of Davies, and Davies goes inside. Davies trying to cut it inside. Here goes Davies, and his through ball is cleared out by the States. Yet again, no one from Canada closing it. And substitution time. Buchanan is going to go in. We'll confirm. Johnson exits. The Coupe, Vitoria, and Buchanan. Buchanan enters. And the USA chants. Here's a nice throw-in inside the 18, headed away. Canada back on it. It falls into Vitoria. Vitoria trying to play it forward. Davies trying to keep it in play. Hits it just out into what seemed to be a throw-in, but it is actually a goal kick. Turner sends this one forward. Headed out by Canada's very own. That was the Coupe. Canada turn it over. Here's De La Torre. Pulisic towards Aronson. Aronson with space. Leaves it off towards Weah. Weah's cross blocked by Coupe into a throw-in. Throw-in. Scally lost it. Taken away by Scally right away. Here goes Scally. Inshore with Weah. Weah now Scally. Scally's cross is blocked by the Coupe. And here's a cross into the middle. The ball falls loose. And it's cleared out by Canada. It falls towards Robinson. Robinson back inside. And now back into Robinson and gets, that's an offensive foul on Nerea. The U.S. close again from scoring a third. As they go forward, this is Kone. Kone trying to go ahead. Kone. This is Eustachio. And now the Coupe's pass knocked out into a U.S. throw-in. "63 minutes. Kumbe, here's Davies. And Davies right of way, finding the run of David, and Jonathan David's first touch wasn't great. Davies, another throw-in. Now the Coupe. And he goes long and forward, headed out. Falls into Davies. Cleared out by the States. Another throw-in. Canada, I mean, at some point, Canada should get a goal. They need one. And they deserve one. Their efforts this second half have been so great. Nerea. Back towards Eustachio. The U.S. still leading 2-0. Miller. Kennedy here's the ball. Careful, Turner. Gets on there. De La Torre. Pulisic couldn't get around Larea. Eustachio. There's Canada pushing ahead. And they coupe it with Eustachio in short. Back to Miller. Miller faked it. This is Victoria. Buchanan trying to go ahead. That should be a foul. And down goes Laren, and a chance for Canada to possibly get in the game. But that's a foul there. Davies sends one in. It's knocked out. Falls towards Kone. Everyone from Canada have to get back on side. Here's a cross. It's going to fall towards Kone. Puts it back inside. It's cleared out, and another attempt is over the bar. Oh my word, Laren had 2 chances. Oh man, and he just couldn't get them to go. Oh, right in front of goal too. Canada have been so close. Still can't figure it out. Still quite empty. Substitutions for the States. Another substitution. Aronson actually exits. And Cardoso will come in. And now, it's kind of getting heated up here. Now really like the Mexico match. Johnny Cardoso goes in. Number 15. Referee will probably show a card here. Tries to get 2 players together. Buchanan and Pulisic. Buchanan just pushed Aronson to make him leave the pitch faster. And then Pulisic was there to defend his teammate. That's where things got heated. And now we go forward. Oh, careful here. Back control. Canada gets it. This is Kone. Running up ahead. Out wide they go towards Davies. And Davies trying to go to the byline. Yet again finds a cross. Eustachio. Another strong touch and couldn't get it to go. Here's De La Torre up ahead and cut off. Balogun was the man looking for it. "69 minutes, and we get the replay here. Pulisic's bump, it's just a small one, and tells him to not push his teammate like that. Up in the air, falls towards Cardoso. Cardoso trying to open it wide towards Robinson, who nearly kept it in play. And so here, Canada trying to move forward. Forced out of bounds. Goal kick. Borian tries to slow down everything. Try to play quick, but there was no one to play with. Eustachio. Kone trying to turn. 20 minutes to go. And this one just hits off the foot of Buchanan. It's just been that kind of the day for Canada. Not been there. And they group it with Davies. Davies trying to go inside before being brought down. Referee was going to call a foul before he said it was just for the ball. And here's Weah. Out wide to Pulisic. Christian Pulisic. His shot is blocked. Scally with Musa. Back to Scally. And Scally back into Richards. They go all the way back to Turner. 70 minutes. This is Miller. Up ahead to Adekugbe. Again, Jonathan David's touch. Not great. The goals from Richards. The 12th minute, and then Balogun. Great to see that man shine with the United States. His first goal and just his second game. Trying to figure it out a little bit against Mexico. Wasn't able to. Kone, his pass to Larea. Buchanan trying to turn. Buchanan under pressure. Goes back to Larea. Before getting that ball poked away from him, but now clipped up for Canada. And here goes Kone trying to go forward. Richards hits that one out with his head, and here goes Robinson. Robinson gets through the pressure, and here goes Robinson. Inside ball towards Balogun. Balogun in short with his support, and here goes Balogun. It still falls to Balogun. It's gonna end up to Pulisic, who pulls it wide. Or someone came from behind. Adekugbe actually came from behind to poke that ball away. It was just chaos right there. A good tackle there from Adekugbe to poke this one out. And here's the chance for the States. 72 minutes. And Christian sends it inside. It's headed up in the air. It's going to fall into Weah. Nice cross. It's going to fall towards Zimmerman. Zimmerman out short. This is Pulisic. Pulisic inside. Richards fell down. Zimmerman back inside. Cleared out, and now Canada come the other way. Before they turn it over right away, it's going to fall into Pulisic. Far side, Larea covering. Pulisic's cross, headed away by Vitoria. 74 minutes. Ricardo Pepi getting words now from Callaghan. And he will come in the game. Ball up in the air. This ball's gonna fall to Borian, and Borian right away, he opens it wide towards Davies, who did not see there was Scally, but beats him in the speed race. Here goes Davies, slows down just a bit. Has two players on him. Davies still trying to get off the pressure and got fouled. And Scally just tripped over Davies. But Davies did not read Scally coming from behind, and then Scally just let the ball roll. Didn't realize it. And there's Scally cramped up. I'm gonna try to help him into. So Balogun is gonna come in. And Cavallini is actually going to come in as well. So Balogun exits. Pepi enters. Balogun going to go in this final. And Laren exits. "75 minutes, Balogun exits. The fans cheer. All right, here we go. Eustáquio, a free kick. Eustáquio's ball just so short. And now Pulisic to lead the attacks. Eustáquio trying to tackle him. Misses him. And Pulisic down the sideline. Pulisic opening it wide. Here's a chance for the States, but it just bounces so hard off of Cardoso. And now we go the other way. Davies now. Alfonso short with Eustáquio, 76 minutes. Larea, how wide they go. Larea under pressure. Larea still nearly lost. The referee calls a foul. And Scally's gonna come back in the game. See if Cavallini can change the game. There's still time for Canada to go on and score two. Adekugbe out wide towards Davies. Davies sending one in, looking for Cavallini. It's going to fall towards Buchanan. Buchanan under pressure now. Buchanan still, and then just turns it over. Hits that one out into a throw-in. Thought he was going to get help, but couldn't get any help. Trusty is going to come in for Scally, most likely. Forward. Adea. The States come the other way with Pulisic. Now De La Torre got his pocket pick. It falls into Davies, and Davies trying to lead the attack into the middle with Jonathan David. Out wide, it goes to Adekugbe. Adekugbe with Davies, and Davies fakes a cross, and they just couldn't keep the ball with him. And they turn it over right away. It goes out into a U.S. throw-in. Canadians cannot believe it. And Trusty comes in for Scally. And now well, something happened on the benches. We're not able to see it. Wea goes up ahead. They let this ball roll into Miller. Eustáquio. Kone. Out wide they go towards Larea. Larea. And short with Tatum Buchanan. Buchanan. Larea. 12 minutes left in Canada's hopes to win an international trophy. That's a handball. Referee right in front of the play did not decide to call it. And here goes De La Torre. Slows down. Goes inside. Falls Pulisic. He couldn't get to the ball. And now Canada coming the other way. Then that's a foul against the U.S. Pulisic thought he was fouled. And now a yellow card will be shown to someone from the United States. It was Johnny Cardoso who just came into the match. He's booked. "79 minutes and the States are close from repeating. Up ahead, Weah trying to protect. Careful, Davies might get there. And Turner had just to get this one out of his own box. Davies has to get back inside. Kone towards Cavallini, trying to turn, no one there. Miller, Canada pushing forward. Miller's pass is just gonna go all the way across. It's not been Canada's day, but the fans got the wave going. Turner now taking his sweet time, but he is booked now. And Turner goes forward. And short we go. Adekube. In short, this is David and Jonathan David. Bodied off and got fouled. They play it quick. Kone out wide towards Davies. Strong touch. Lost it. Falls towards Miller. Canada again trying to find the space in here with David. Again, David, his control has not been great. And then De La Torre just lost it. Throw in for Canada. Kone has it. Pepe closing down on him. He goes back. It's someone with much pace. This is Victoria. All wide with Eustachio. Eustachio. This is Larea. Back into Eustachio. Eustachio trying to spot the round of Kone. Nearly does it. Nearly falls towards Cavallini. And it's hit out into a corner kick. U.S. players asking for a throw-in, but it is a corner kick given. Eustachio going there. 8 minutes to go in the final. Trying to spot anyone inside the 18. Eustachio, not a great cross. His crosses have not been on point today. Picked up by Davies. It falls in towards Adekube. Here's this cross, headed away by Zimmerman. And now we go the other way. And Pulisic. Well, not a great pass by Pepe. Pepe was making a run. There's the pass. Just cut off by Canada. And Buchanan under pressure, nearly lost it here. And Buchanan just able to keep it in his feet, and Buchanan still going all by himself. Goes backwards, falls Adekube. Adekube is brought down. Referee says play on, and we go on. Kone, no one on the right-hand side for him. Has to retreat. 83 minutes. Time is going by quick here for Canada. Davies tries to go inside, looking for Buchanan. Richards trying to save it. Just clears this one out, only as far as Miller. Miller inside towards Eustachio. Eustachio back towards Miller. Miller finds a space, finds his teammate Kone. And they go backwards again. Larea in short, asking for the ball. It goes towards Victoria. Victoria sending one long, looking for Davies. Headed out, but Canada back on it with Eustachio. Near side. It's Adekube. Now Larea pushed off the ball. Now the States become the other way with the counterattack. They lose it though. Give it right away. And they get it. Davies. Inside it goes towards Larea. Inside and no one could have struck it home again. When they have a chance to take a shot, they pass it back into the middle and no one was able to get a shot. Back into the middle. It goes towards Davies. Nearly lost and now tries to go forward. Canada gets it back with Victoria. Out wide it goes towards Eustachio. Eustachio's cross. Here's a header. It goes all the way up before Cardoso clears it out. And Pulisic now just hits it out. Throw-in. David in short. This is Larea. Victoria. Back towards David. Eustachio, middle of the field, out wide it goes towards Adekube. And Adekube The U.S. has parked the bus. Davies. Alfonso turns it over. Canada back on it. So any far rebound is going to fall towards Canada. Here goes Davies. Inside, trying to get it back inside. Here's Davies. It's cross block. And out into a corner kick. Here's Davies going inside. He had options in the middle. He saw those options. Send across. And it just goes off of Davies. And it's a goal kick. Turner. That's a foul from Pepe. Well, now they Kumbe. We go back. 4 minutes to go. The time is running out for Canada. A goal here could really help them. And they'll have whatever time's left. Larea. Just hold on by Robinson. Larea just keeps on going. Pulisic now comes, and they turn it over. And now the States could go the other way with Christian Pulisic leading the attack. Coming from behind is Buchanan. And now Larea, and that's a foul. The free kick here. They're just going to keep wasting time. 87 minutes. Long ball forward. Headed up in the air. Kumbe, good control. Tries to go forward now. Jonathan David again. His control has been so bad today. Halligan asking his players to just move forward. But they just all drop. I mean, this is a good step for Canada as they're in their process to just become one of CONCACAF's best. Make it to a final. It's a good step. Vitoria's header. Eustachio heading it the other way. Kumbe gets it back. It falls towards Davies. Davies trying to find space and then just try to strike it into a lot of traffic. Pulisic is going to try to get on the other end of it. It's going to go out. Oh, boy. And Christian might have just pulled a hamstring here. Substitution here. Eustachio exits and Hoylett enters. Hoylett, excuse me. Pulisic grabbed onto his left hamstring right away, but it may just be a cramp. But Pulisic stays right now. '89 minutes. And Davies over the bar. It's not meant to be for Canada. Turner goes forward. Goes out into a Canada throw-in. 90 minutes, and now it's just how much time till the U.S. go back to back. 2 balls in the pitch. They lose it right away, and Pepe goes back into the middle. But they get it back right away. Cavallini, 5 minutes of added time. And now another long ball forward. And there's 2 balls in the pitch. And they get the extra one out. Miller chipping one forward, looking for Adekugbe. Adekugbe out, corner kick. All right, good chance here. A corner kick for the Canadians. And Davies, good cross, just headed out. .91 minutes. Now it's 4 for the U.S. to win it. Last time it meant more, but Callaghan now feeling it. He knows it's right there for them now. In the air, it falls towards Davies. Davies out ahead, looking for Adekugbe. Davies, Adekugbe trying to go inside and spot Kone, turning it over. The stage now the other way. Turn it over right away. In the middle of the field, Adekugbe now left sideline. Davies, the time running out. Davies trying to spot a run inside. Not able to get there, but still Davies. And Davies takes a shot and it goes wide. Matt Turner just dove for the picture. Sean Johnson calling someone over from the bench. Here's Turner. And Matt. In the air. Headed out, throwing for Canada. Now it's just 2 more minutes for the U.S. to hold on. Davies. Here's the ball in the air. Zimmerman knocks this one out. Out wide it goes. This is a pass by Victoria, cut off by Robinson, out into a throw-in. Get it in here again. All the way back. Victoria. With the time running out. Out wide towards Davis. Davis. Adekugbe, Miller. Adekugbe. David. Towards Davies. Davies inside. Here's Jonathan David. And this shot just way over. Jonathan David's game has been an F-. Such a nice play. And David, man, where does he want to hit that? Oh man, what a bad game from David. He is one of the stars, and today he just became one of the villains. Horrible control. Horrible shooting. Now it's just seconds away. Callaghan talking to Sendejas, telling him, I told you should have come to the U.S. and not Mexico. You would have won a trophy here. With the time running out, the referee has ended the match, and the United States have repeated as champions of the CONCACAF Nations League. They go back to back, and they proclaim themselves yet again as kings of CONCACAF with winning their third CONCACAF tournament in the span of 2 years. They won the Nations League in 2021, the Gold Cup in 2021, and now the Nations League again for a second time in 2023 with the Gold Cup up ahead, and they could make it 4 in a row. The United States have done it. They win this special tournament by CONCACAF. And well, they knocked out Mexico 3-0 in the semis. And now defeat their northern rivals, Canada, and have won the tournament for a second year in a row. A big day for the States. And the fans that are here will rejoice this title. The United States have won it in 2023 yet again. Well, thank you everyone for watching here today. It was a special game, and the States win the Nations League again. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you next